So UFC 306/Noche O'Malley versus Dvalishvili is this weekend, and let's just be honest, this is not a great card. It really isn't, man. Like, Dana was hyping this up. It's going to be the greatest card of all time, and this is going to be this is going to be this crazy card. This is going to be the greatest card of all time. This is going to be a combat sports iconic event and all this stuff. It's really not great, to be honest. I'll speak about the card more as we go through the matchups, but like the fight order is also just stupid. Why is Raul Rosas Jr. this low on the card when you have so many worse guys on here? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, he is at least a name. But anyway, speaking of this matchup, Raul Rosas Jr. versus Ariong Chileng. I'm going to take Raul Rosas. I think it's a good matchup for him. Ariong Liang also has not the greatest chin. Now, Raul Rosas, he's not a knockout artist, but I mean, he did knock out Terrence Mitchell pretty easily, but Terrence Mitchell is just a bit chinny. So I'm not going to base that on Raul Rosas just going to go in there and start chinning people. Ariong Chileng, he did get chinned by Zahabi. But Zahabi, I think we've got to realise, is actually like a really underrated dark horse type guy in that division. Like, that guy is actually sneakily good. Of course, the brother of Faresi Harbi, the former coach of GSP. But he is sneaky good. I think Raul Rosas can choke Ariong Chileng. He's just got some freakish strength as well with his grappling. He's big for the weight class. Pretty sure Ariong Chileng is a former flyweight as well. He's not that big for the weight class. I'm going to say Raul Rosas gets this one done. Ragdolls him a little bit. And yeah, gets this one done. So yeah, I'm going Raul Rosas. Then moving on up, we have Edgar Chairez versus Joshua Van. Do not like this turnaround for Joshua Van against a massive flyweight. This guy, Edgar Chairez, is fucking massive. He looks like a featherweight. He's 5'7". I think he's taller. 72-inch reach. So he's going to have a 7-inch reach advantage. He's big. He's thick. He's just fucking massive. Joshua Van just got knocked out by Charles Johnson, who's not a KO artist, not a guy who knocks many people out. Edgar Chairez is a bit of a knockout artist. He's powerful. He throws big knees. He's got good knees up the center. Obviously, I doubt Joshua Van's going to wrestle here. It would be smart for him because Edgar Chairez's takedown defense is the worst part of his game. But he's so fucking big. And he actually gave Tatsuro Taira some problems. You could argue that fight on damage went to Edgar Chairez. I'm not saying that's what happened, but he knocked him down and he hurt him and he did a lot of good damage, but the wrestling was just a bit much. So I'm going to go Edgar Chairez to win this one. And he's an underdog. That's crazy to me. Joshua Van's coming off some bad damage. Then we have Yasmin Jauregui versus Ketlin Souza. I can't even remember who this is. Yeah, I don't remember ever watching her fucking fight. I'm going to go Yasmin Jauregui. I think she'll get this one done because I really don't remember the other girl fighting. I don't remember her at all. And I know Yasmin Jauregui is actually a pretty good fighter. Then we have Manel Torres versus Ignacio Bahamondes. This is actually a fucking hard fight to predict. Holy crap. Now, Manel Torres is a KO artist, but he's not KOing the greatest guys. Like, let's see, who's he fought recently? Motta and then Duncan. Good performances, but he's fighting very low levels of competition. While Bahamondes, he has lost a few, but he's fighting legit guys. Oh, this is actually a tough one to predict. He head kicked Gregorio. Lost to Klein, but Klein's very good. He beat Trey Ogden, which is a really underrated win. Rangazoo obviously coming off that loss, but he dominated that fight. Wheel kicked Roosevelt Roberts. This is a tough one, man. Oh, man, who do I pick? I'm going to go with Ignacio Bahamondes. I think he's just a bit slicker. He's a bit more technical. Manel Torres has some KO power, but I think he's going to be so much smaller as well. And he's... yeah, I'm gonna take Bahamondes to get this one done. Probably, I'm gonna go decision as well. For Yasmin, I'm going to go decision. Edgar Chairez, I'm going to go TKO. Rarosa submission just to get the methods in there. Then we have Irene Aldana versus Norma Dumont. I like Norma Dumont. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go Irene Aldana here. I think she's going to get this one done. She got very slick hands. Very fun fighter as well when she's not fighting Amanda Nunes and she's not shitting herself. I'm going to say Aldana gets this one done by decision, but I think it'll be competitive. Norma Dumont, she's always a scrapper. She always in competitive fights, but I think she's going to get this one done. Then we have Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Odie Osborne. Why is this on the main card? I'm not going to trust in Odie Osborne anymore, so I'm going to go Ronaldo Rodriguez. He didn't look great against Dennis Bodda, but he did end up winning, so I'll trust him to get another victory here. But this is a horrible fight to open up this card. How is this ahead of Raul Rosas Jr.? Just tell me that. Then we have Daniel Zellhuber versus Esteban Ribovic. I believe in Ribovic. I believe in Ribovic here, man. For the reach, that's pretty crazy. I might regret this. I'm going to go Ribovic. He's a scrapper. He's always going to be moving forward. He can break people. Zellhuber can be frustrated, as we've seen against Trey Ogden. I still can't get over that. The one time I bet on UFC, fucking he shits the bed against Trey Ogden. But I think Esteban Ribovic, he's scrappy. He moves forward. He has good takedown defense. And he's just always going to be inflicting damage, even if he does get taken down. So I do like that against a guy like Zellhuber, who can be a bit complacent. Sort of just stand there a little bit, watch his own work. Esteban Ribovic goes for finishes and goes for damage, so I'm going to trust him to get this fight done. And I'm going to go by decision over Zellhuber, but it's a very close fight, very competitive. But I'm going to trust the Argentinian to get this one done. Then we have Brian Ortega. We got Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. I'm going to go with Diego Lopez to get this one done. I think he will be able to hurt Brian Ortega, and I think he's going to knock him out, to be honest. I know people are going to be shitting on him because of his performance against Dan Ige, but that was not a bad performance. It was short notice for him as well. He's weighed in fucking 2 different times. He had fuck knows how many different opponents. It's just, that was short notice. Even the Brian Ortega fight was originally short notice for him as well. Dan Ige had been in camp for ages. So we're going to go Diego Lopez to get this one done, especially Brian Ortega. He's been talking about going to lightweights, so obviously the weight cuts are getting fucking hard for him here. So I'm going to trust Diego Lopez to get this one done. Then we have the co-main event, which is Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko. I'm going to trust in Alexa Grasso to get this one done. The last fight was pretty competitive. Arguably probably should have went to Shevchenko, but she's younger. She's going to be getting better. You know, Shevchenko is old for a women's fighter, so I'm going to trust Alexa Grasso to win a back and forth scrap, and it's no chase, so if it does go to decision, they will probably just rig it for Grasso again anyway. So, but no, I honestly do think she's going to win. Her boxing's very good, and Shevchenko is, I don't know where her motivation is, to be honest. Like, that second fight probably took a lot of the motivation out of her, so let's just go Alexa Grasso here. Now the main event. I've been really iffy on this one, back and forth. Oh, man. Really back and forth on this fight. Because I really can see an argument for Sean O'Malley getting this one done, and I can see an argument for Merab getting this one done. But I just can't pick against just the pressure, the fucking stupid-ass pressure that Merab has. Even if he doesn't get a takedown, he's still going to gas you out. He's going to keep moving forward. He can be clipped, which does worry me about this, because he did get clipped against Cejudo. He did get clipped against Marlon Moraes. He can get caught in submissions, but he just doesn't give up. And I love that grit. I love the grit that Merab Dvalishvili has here. So I'm going to go with him to get this one done over Sean O'Malley. He's going to move forward. He's going to stop the takedowns. He's going to move forward. He's probably going to fail takedowns, but he's going to be landing shots. He's going to eventually get Sean O'Malley down. And I think he's just going to fucking total control his way here. Now, Sean O'Malley could definitely knock him out within the first minute. That is a fucking scenario. He is tall. He does have knees. Could intercept Merab's constant shots. But I just think something about Merab, he just doesn't fucking quit. I feel like he would eat a knee, probably get rocked, and then just shoot and shoot and shoot. Like, I don't know, the guy's just built differently. So I'm going to trust in that fucking heart from the machine. The real machine, not Bert Kreischer. Fucking Merab Dvalishvili. I'm going to imagine he gets this one done by decision. But I feel like there could be a scenario where it goes to a really contested split decision where Sean O'Malley's been just beating the fuck out of him with big shots, but Merab has just been getting takedown, control, landing shots, and they make it a bit competitive based on that. Like, I could see him get down O'Malley, but O'Malley cuts him up with elbows. That is a thing to factor in. Merab has shown where his cuts are for the last couple of weeks. Showed where he's been injured. Apparently has a staph infection. It seems like everything's against him, but if anybody's going to get it done, I guess it's going to be Merab Dvalishvili. So I'm going to take Merab here. He's just, I don't know, it's hard to bet against that Georgian grit. So yeah, those are my predictions for UFC 306. Let me know your predictions. And yeah, went pretty good last card, 9-3. So let's make this card even better, but not confident in this fight by any means. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.